Hello and welcome to Herald TV News at 3 with me, Tasleem. The Narendra Modi BJP government came to power at the centre in 2019. On 1st February 2023, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will present the last full budget of their tenure. What are the budget expectations of the industry in Goa of the Union Budget 2023-24? Are there any expectations for the salaried class? Will it be a populist budget? Listen to the industry leaders.
Current budget would be the last budget before the general elections would start, and therefore, this typically is called a populist budget or of such nature. We have seen for the last year there has been a huge increase in inflation, and the common man has found that the money at his disposal is comparatively lesser because a lot of the essentials have become very costly. So I would feel that the government should increase the standard deduction for the salaried people and also increase the income tax slabs, which have remained constant for quite long time. Once this is done, there will be more money left in the hands of the public, and therefore they will be able to spend. Similarly, I feel that government should encourage capital expenditure because there is a huge need for creating jobs, and it is capital expenditure like roads, bridges, ports. This is the kind of expenditure which will actually spur the employment. So both sides, in giving more money to the common person and creating employment, these are the expectations which I have from the budget. Of course, I also feel that there should not be any undue changes or tinkering in other taxes. See, if you look at the industry in Goa, we are having mining, we are having tourism, and we are having manufacturing industry, particularly pharma industry. So as far as the mining is concerned, one of the problems that Goa is facing is that its iron ore is comparatively lesser, less than 58 things. So we feel that the export duties and such other things should not be there on such kind of iron ore, and Goa should be able to export its iron ore freely. So that's the one budget expectation that we have from the budget. The second thing is that as far as the manufacturing pharma is concerned, there should be PLI schemes, that is production linked incentive schemes. We should encourage the manufacturing of the pharma. And lastly, as far as the tourism industry is concerned, I feel there should be more incentives given for this tourism industry, specifically for hotels and such other kind of activities. Of course, there is much less which can be done from the direct tax than from indirect tax. What we have been requesting government is that GST on tourism activities should be brought down. Okay, specifically again on restaurants, etc., standalone restaurants. So this could encourage, tourist.
We expect the government to be a little bit people friendly, or which is middle class friendly budget, wherein there is a more money given in the public's hand, so that will help circular economy, and definitely it will help tourism. So one of the way it can be done is by reducing the income tax rate and giving more benefits to the overall public in general, which excess cash will help in their spending capacity of the individual. Not only that, it will, whenever anybody has excess money, they think of tourism, and it can help the overall tourism industry as a whole. Secondly, as far as the Goa is concerned, we look at, there should be some allocations wherein emphasis is given on the completion of the infrastructure projects which are still pending. Like we have Zuwali Bridge, which is halfway, still one half is yet to complete. Then we have Mini Convention Center, which is going on. It was supposed to complete by March, but I think there is no sign of the completion. That is opposite Pariyatan Bhavan. Besides that, the overall, there are small tourism projects which are there. I think this should be completed on priority with the help of the center. As far as GST is concerned, if there can be more rationalization of the GST, it will definitely help the overall growth of the economy. So this is basically these 2 or 3 things. If government looks into it, I think it can go a long way into bringing in the mojo factor in the overall industry. Addition to that, there has to be a special spending on and the special incentive to be given on the tourism sector, which can help revive the international tourism into India. Specifically, Goa is concerned, we have a lot of these charter flights which come into Goa, So if there can be special schemes for attracting foreign tourists via charter and scheduled flights, I think it also can help overall growth story of tourism is concerned. So these are the few points which we are looking at basically, which can help overall tourism industry. And if there is overall reduction in the even the fuel cost, if anything can be done on that, will help in general public also, which will give a more cash in the hand of the public, which will help circular economy. And if there is excess funds with anyone, as I said earlier, it will help tourism industry in big way. So I think if there are these few things which are taken care of, I think it will help overall the growth of economy in India.
Prasad Polji for Herald TV.
Town and Country Planning Minister Vishwajit Rane conducted an inspection of the alleged illegal hill cutting at Kadamba Plateau. Massive hill cutting has been reported besides Kadamba Road, Raibandar, reportedly for a housing project. The destruction of trees and removing of mud is happening just behind the V2 Mall, near Mercedes showroom.
Town and Country Planning Minister Vishwajit Rane conducted an inspection of the alleged illegal hill cutting at Kadamba Plateau. Vishwajit said the developers violated all the guidelines which authorities have given to them. We will issue them a show cause notice and also stop work notice, and all permissions will be revoked, Vishwajit added. Massive hill cutting has been reported beside Kadamba Road at Ribandar, reportedly for a housing project. The destruction of trees and removing of mud is happening just behind the V2 Mall near Mercedes showroom. The hill cutting will have serious repercussions on the villagers and their houses, which are located at the bottom of the Ribandar hill. Shagun Gaude for Herald TV.
The North Goa District Demolition Squad demolished a beachside restaurant at Kalangut located next to popular Souza Lobo restaurant on Monday. It was demolished for having been illegally constructed in the no development zone by flouting CRZ rules, according to Kalangut Sarpanch Joseph Siquera. The demolition was carried out in presence of officials from the Block Development Office, MAPSA, PWD Works Department, Electricity Department and a large number of policemen.
An illegal beachside restaurant in the no development zone was demolished in Kalangut. It was demolished for having been illegally constructed in the no development zone by flouting CRZ rules, according to Kalangut Sarpanch Joseph Siquera. The Kalangut Village Panchayat had initiated the action against the place owned by Rajiv Arora, as it was found to be constructed in the no development zone on the beach, Siquera said. Most of the construction in the property bearing house number 5/154 in survey number 176/16B, measuring 134 square meters, was demolished by afternoon. The Panchayat action against the illegal construction had been initiated following complaints from stakeholders some years ago, as it was done in the no development zone. It may be recalled that the owner of the demolished restaurant and the owner of the popular Souza Lobo restaurant had been engaged in a long-running dispute in the past. A part of Souza Lobo restaurant had been vandalized allegedly by goons engaged by the owner of the neighboring property. Last year, a demolition team had been sent to demolish some allegedly illegal construction by the Souza Lobo owners, but had to return without doing any demolition after they could not produce any documents. The Souza Lobo restaurant owner had claimed that the owner of the neighboring property, Rajiv Arora, had orchestrated the demolition attempt. The owners of Souza Lobo had claimed that this was being done to pressurize them to sell their prime beachside property. The Souza Lobo owner had also alleged that some politicians were shielding the owner of the demolished restaurant. Prakash Karekar for Herald TV.
The state government awarded the Chief Minister's Bravery Award 2022 to late Denson D'Souza posthumously on Republic Day for saving human life in recognition of exemplary courage and bravery displayed by him while saving a woman who was trapped inside a burning hut. Denson 38, a resident of Anjuna, was killed while trying to rescue a tea stall owner, Reshma Uskaikar, in a major fire on October 23, 2022. The LPG cylinder exploded, injuring him seriously, leading to his death. The tragedy had occurred on Lakshmi Pujan day.
बेन्सन डिसोजा म्हाजो चेडो तो सदांच दुसऱ्या पासत वावुरतालो आनी सदांच तेका जाय आसलें दुसऱ्या पासत आपणें कितेंय केलेलें आनी हांव गव्हर्मेंटाक काळजांतल्यान देव बरें करूं म्हणटा तेणी आमकां जायतो आदार दिलो बेन्सनाच्या मरना उपरांत.
कसो आसलो बेन्सन आतां पयलीं पासून कसो आसलो?
पयलो पासून तो सदांच मस्तो एके वाटेन पयलो आनी सदांच आमकां आमची फिकीर आसली तेका पायमायची सदांच आनी आपल्या भयणीची एक बरो भुरगो तो म्हाजो चेडो.
कोणूय इस्कॉलान गरीब आपणा कडेन जायना म्हणलें बुकां तेका त्रास जायना. मामी येवन सांगतालो की मामी पळय कडेन बूक हाडूंक पयशे ना मोचे घेवंक पयशे ना हें सगळें सांगून तो तांकां व्हरून दितालो. कितें करता आमचो एकलोच पूत तो आमकां आनीक आदार ना आमचे पांय मागीर मोडल्यात हांव सगळें चलोवंक जायना. हांव देव बरें करूंक म्हणटा गव्हर्मेंटाक तेका तेणें हेल्प केलो आमकां.
हांव सदांच घरान तसो भायर शेजाऱ्याक बसून सदांच आदार दिवपी आनी तेका दुसऱ्याचो हुस्को आसलो. तो हें सगळें घडलें तितून आमकां खूब दूख जाल्या बट तो थिंगा गेलोलो एक आदार हो जावं कहो तेंकां बट कितें घडलें तें खूब काळजाक लागलें चड त्रास जावं उतरां हें जायना की कसले त्रास सोसून तो गेलो एका झगडण्या परी तेजें मरण जालें.
प्रकाश करेकर for Herald TV.
A half-loaded barge sank in the outer anchorage of the Mormugao Port Authority on Monday evening. The barge Rio Martina 3 with 8 crew members on board faced issues due to strong winds and rough sea. All the crew members were saved by crew from other barge in the vicinity. However, cargo inside the half-loaded barge has sunk in the sea.
Rio Martina 3, the barge loaded with cargo, sunk in the sea on the outer anchorage of the Mormugao Port Authority. The barge had 8 crew members on board and was being loaded with cargo from a ship, but faced issues due to strong winds. The incident occurred when the half-loaded barge was moving away from the ship in the rough sea, when a huge wave hit the barge from behind and water entered the cabin. Another huge wave hit the barge and the water entered the engine room, even as the barge was facing issues due to strong winds and heavy currents. All the crew members were saved by crew from another barge in the vicinity. However, cargo inside the half-loaded barge had sunk in the sea, as per sources who also informed that the crew members on board were saved by barges in the vicinity. Kiran Borkar for Herald TV.
In a major raid, Mopa police station on Monday seized liquor worth rupees 10.82 lakh from a truck in Hasapur, Perne. According to Mopa Police Inspector Ninad Deulkar, the action was taken after police received reliable information that liquor was being transported to Maharashtra from Goa. Mopa police detained the truck driver Vijay Bhai Chaudhary and various brands of alcohol were seized from the vehicle. The driver was later arrested and the seized liquor was handed over to the Perne Excise Office.
PI Niranand Deolkar, Sub-Inspector Prajit Mandrekar, Sub-Inspector Deepak Haldankar, Head Constable Tondu Tusakar, Head Constable Jayant Kard, Constable Pradeep and Umesh Vinodkar conducted the operation. Maqbool Malgimani for Herald TV.
Ambeli SC defeated United Club of Benauli 3-1 and moved into the quarterfinals of the Father Bruno Letao Memorial Cup, organized by Union of Chicheni Villagers at Our Lady of Hope Church Ground, Chicheni on Monday. Man of the match was awarded to Cleotus Pinto, who scored a brace for Ambeli.
Ambedkar Sports Club defeated United Club of Belgaum 3-1 and moved into the quarter-finals of the Father Bruno Leta Memorial Cup. Jaded sprinter of Ambedkar was at his best with his shooting and dribbling power, while for Belgaum, Keegan gave his best. Ambedkar opened the scoreline through Samson Fernandes with a power back shot from a pass by Ferguson Fernandes in the 10th minute. On the other end, Keegan of Belgaum missed to equalize in the 18th minute. As the match progressed in the second half, Lettuce netted the second goal for Ambedkar in the 45th minute with a clean goal finish. Lettuce scored a brace and the third goal for Ambedkar in the 50th minute. In the 51st minute, Keegan pulled a goal back for Belgaum. Man of the match was awarded to Lettuce Sprinter, who scored a brace for Ambedkar. In Aston Arona for Herald TV.
In what could be seen as differences of opinion within the Goa Cabinet on the Mahadi issue, WRD Minister Subhash Shirodkar said that the statement made by Union Home Minister Amit Shah is not acceptable to us and there was no such talk on agreeing to divert Mahadi. PWD Minister Nilesh Kabral too condemned Home Minister's statement, saying that no consent was given to divert the Mahadi water at the meeting. We don't know how Amit Shah is saying this. Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant in a terse 10-second statement said, "Our legal fight is strong and you will see the results. We will work for protection of Mahadi." Listen in.
Addressing an election rally in Karnataka, Home Minister Amit Shah had said that the biggest congratulations should go to Karnataka leaders and the CM of Karnataka for taking the BJP Goa government along and for giving Mahadi water to quench the thirst of the parched land of Karnataka. The CM of Karnataka has done great work, he said.
कमेंट केला तो बरोबर आमकां हे जावना मान्य जावना कारण अशा प्रकारचे उलोवण बी खंय कांय जावं नाशिल्लें आनी त्यामुळे आमची बाजू जी आसा पळय न्ही ती कोर्टान बरी स्ट्रॉंग आसा आनी इवन नॉट ओन्ली कोर्ट बाकीचे जे संस्था आसात पळय न्ही उदाहरणार्थ म्हणजे एपेक्स बॉडीज MOEF एनवायरमेंट डिपार्टमेंट जे आसा पळय न्ही थंय आमी जे पत्र केल्लें त्या पत्रानुसार आज म्हणजे 2 दिसां पयलीं तांकां पत्र लेटर गेल्लें आसा की वायल्ड लायफ आशिल्ल्या कारणान आमी दिवंक शकना म्हणून
तुम्ही सेंट्रल अमित शाह कडे अशा पद्धतीचे उलोवप जाले
हय मांडिल्ले आमी जेन्ना 7 जाण गेल्ले त्या वेळार अमित शाह साहेबांनी आमी उलयल्ले तांकां सांगिल्लें अशें अशें आसा गोंयांत खूब त्रासदायक जातलें
पण सर तेंचे डायरेक्ट
आयकात तांणी म्हटलें आमकां की कांय भिवपाची गरज ना आमी सांबाळून घेता अशें दोनूय स्टेटी आमच्योच आसात कर्नाटका आमचे आसा आनी एक गोंय आमचें आसा आमी सांबाळून घेता अशें म्हटलें तांणी
पण सर तेंच्यानी ग्रीन सिग्नल दिल्लेले आसा सर कर्नाटकाक
हो जो कितें ग्रीन सिग्नल दिला ताका आनी प्रोसेस मुखार खूब आसा
कर्नाटकान इलेक्शन चालू आसा तांकां खुश करचे खातीर ते भाश्य आसा
ते तांकां विचारचें पडटलें कित्याक हांव काय त्या इलेक्शनाक वचना
पयली सुवातेर जेन्ना आमी गेल्ले हो विशय थंय येवंकूच ना आनी विशय येयल्लो की म्हादय आमकां वाचोवपाक जाय आनी जे आउट ऑफ बेसन जे CWCन ताका इन प्रिंसिपल ग्रांट केला हे विड्रॉ जावपाक जाय थंय विशय ताका बसोवपाचें आनी दिवपाचें परमिशन तेन्नाय ना आनी हेजे फुडें आसचें ना आतां दुसरो विशय कोणें म्हटलं की सीएम उलोवन तो विशय मांडला आतां आमचे उजर सीएमान हो विशय केन्ना काडूंकूच ना आनी फाटल्यान म्हाका दिसता सीएम तसो केन्ना करचोय ना ते सीएमान क्लियर सांगला आपणाच्या आवयचे भाशेन म्हादय सो तो तसो करूंक शकना सो जो विशय अमित शाह सांगता हो विशय कसो सांगता हे म्हाका खबर ना जेन्ना आतां फुडें जशें आमी वचपाचें आहा परतून डेलिगेशन फुडलें आतां करपाक जाय कित्याक आतां हाऊस कमिटी बसयल्या तेंची मिटींग जातली परतून आमी वयतले तेन्ना हो विशय आमी परतून चर्चेक हाडटलो की आमी कोणें सांगलें हे क्लियरन्स दिवचें म्हणून
सेंट्रल लिडरशिप अशें कमेंट्स करता तेन्ना तुमकां खबर नासता
कितें आसता पळय सेंट्रल लिडरशिप कमेंट करता कसले कमेंट करता सगळे गोश्टी आतां हांव आतां मिनिस्टर आतां हांव हांगा स्टेटमेंट घेता हे थोड्यो गोश्टी सीएमाक कळचे ना न्ही पण सगळ्यो गोश्टी सीएमाक कळटा आनी स्टेटमेंट हांव करता अशें आसता सो सेंट्रल लिडरशिप केन्ना स्टेटमेंट करता ते सगळे आमकां विचारण करता अशेंय ना सो यू कंडेम द स्टेटमेंट ऑफकोर्स आय कंडेम द स्टेटमेंट हाय ऑफकोर्स कंडेम नॉट फ्रॉम तू तेन न्हय कंडेम द स्टेटमेंट वॉट इज उलयला कित्याक उलयलो हांव तुमच्या पासून लोकांचे म्हाका विचारनाका लोकल मिनिस्टर आमचे मिनिस्टर हांव जेन्ना सांगता न्हय आय कंडेम द स्टेटमेंट आय कंडेम बिकॉज वी आर इन प्रिंसिपल सी we are not against that if they use it in basin आमी पयलीं सांगता इन बेसन म्हादयचें उदक जर तेणें वापरलें जाल्यार आमकां कांयच इश्यू ना हांव पयलीं सांगता But taking out of the basin, I condemn the statement. I was also my statement that
Minister,
water should not be used taken at all. And only जैसे म्हाका दिसता जे ट्रिब्युनल कोणे दिल्ले अवॉर्ड दिल्लो जो चॅलेंज जालो सुप्रीम कोर्टान, इट वॉज ओनली फॉर ड्रिंकिंग पर्पज. आणि पयर जो स्टेटमेंट केला, it is for irrigation, which is out of question. You cannot use the water for irrigation at all.
कायद्यान आमची लढाई जी आसा ती स्ट्रॉंगली आसा. तुमकां ताजे रिजल्टूय जे आहा पळय न्ही जाता तितके बेगीन दिसतले आणि निश्चितच रित्या म्हादयच्या प्रोटेक्शना खातीर आमी पुराय रितीन काम करता.
Other ministers and ruling MLAs also gave their take on Madhe. Forest Minister Vishwajit Rane left it to the Chief Minister to make a statement. Listen in.
की मुख्यमंत्री असा या सगळ्या विशयीचे सेन्सिटिव्ह विशयीचे स्टेटमेंट करपाक मुख्यमंत्रीन स्टेटमेंट केल्ले, रेजोल्युशन आमी हावजान मूव केल्ले. जे कितें म्हाका उलोवंक जाय आशिल्ले हांवें एसेंब्लीन हावजान उलयल्ले आसा. आनी त्याच बरोबर म्हाका दिसता की आयजच्या दिसा मुख्यमंत्रीन स्टेटमेंट केल्ले बरें. आमी सगळे 10-12 मंत्री एक स्टेटमेंट करपाक गेल्यार सगळे कन्फ्युजन जातले. कारण हे सेन्सिटिव्ह मॅटर आहा. पंचायती बी आमची रेजोल्युशन घेवंक लागल्या, कारण कोणाकूच डायवर्जन जाल्ले पाणी नाका. आनी तो सगळो विशय आमकां सगळ्यांक खबर आहा. पूण म्हाका दिसता की ह्या विशयाचेर तुमी सगळ्या लोकांनी मुख्यमंत्रीक विचारपाची गरज आहा. कारण मुख्यमंत्री आमचो लिडर आनी आमी सगळ्यांनी सहकार्य ताका केल्लें आसा. ताका पूर्णपणे आमचो पाठिंबो आहा. तो जे स्टँड घेता त्या स्टँड.
पण होम मिनिस्टरचो स्टेटमेंट तुमकां इफेक्ट जावचो ना.
हांवें कितें सांगलें तुका, मुख्यमंत्री म्हाजो लिडर. हांव मुख्यमंत्रीचे अंडर काम करता. मुख्यमंत्री जे डिसिजन घेता ह्या सब्जेक्टाचेर, कितेंय धोरण त्यांनी घेवं, आमचो पूर्णपणे पाठिंबो.
Sagun Gowde and Deven Gaonkar for Herald TV.
Opposition parties have alleged that the Goa Chief Minister and his government had betrayed Goa on Mahadai. They allege that Chief Minister Pramod Sawant was partner in approval to divert Mahadai water, and he should be summoned by the House Committee to dispose before it. Listen in.
The utter chicanerous betrayal by BJP Goa and BJP Delhi stands exposed. I always maintained that the Goa ministerial trip to Delhi meeting with Amit Shah was zero result. After this meeting, there was no press release nor any statement about the outcome, but we were told we would be informed in due course of time. I honestly believed our Goa Chief Minister and did not do politics. The claim of the Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah is shocking, especially that the matter is resolved along with Goa government. While BJP claims that we should not do politics about Madhe, and which I agreed, we are seeing that every action of the BJP Delhi and the BJP Goa is a sword into the hearts of the Goans. Anyone from the BJP telling us now that the only hope is in the legal route is deceitful. I am at loss to understand the statement that our application for urgent hearing has not been given a fixed date and would most likely be taken up before 13 February 2023. In my practice of law, I know that when matter is mentioned for urgent circulation, fixed date is requested and given, sometimes overnight too. I wonder whether this date is a computer generated date and we may never see a hearing. Goa Chief Minister, I wish to ask whether he has misled the House and the Goans on the altar of politics. Now Goa Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant needs to clarify and strongly condemn these statements so that people know the truth and know who is lying, whether in Goa or whether in Karnataka.
आज हांवें हाऊस कमिटीचो चेअरमॅन म्हादयचे जी हाऊस कमिटी जाल्या ताजो चेअरमॅन बाब सुभाष शिरोडकाराक एक पत्र बरयलां. पत्र बरयलां तें अशें की ताणें बेगींतल्या बेगीन ही हाऊस कमिटीची मिटींग लावची आनी थंय गोंयच्या मुखेलमंत्र्याक समन करचो. गोंयच्या मुखेलमंत्र्याक समन कित्याक करूंक न्हय, कित्याक काल देशाच्या गृहमंत्र्यान जें भाशण दिलां बेळगांवां थंय ताणें म्हणलां की कर्नाटकाच्या मुखेलमंत्र्यान गोंयच्या सरकाराक बरोबर घेवन हे डायवर्जन म्हादयचें उदक डायवर्ट करपाचें डिसिजन सेंट्रल गव्हर्मेंटान घेतलें म्हणल्यार हाजेर अशें दिसता की गोंयचो मुखेलमंत्री ह्या फक्त एप्रुवलाचो भाग नाशिल्लो पूण तो सारको तातूंत पार्टनर आशिल्लो. सो ताजो रोल कितें हें तो सांगूंक कसोच तयार ना. काल आमी ताका चॅलेंज केल्या की बाबा तूं हें सांग, तूं खरेंच आसता जो गोंयकार जाल्यार तूं बाब अमित शान उलयला तें फट म्हूण सांग. हें तो कांय उत्तर दिना, तो सुशेगाद न्हिदला. गोंयकारांची न्हीद सगळी गेल्या ह्या स्टेटमेंटान. एक बॉम्ब कसो आमचेर सगळ्यांचेर पडला, कित्याक आमची जिवनदायिनी म्हणटा ती ताजो हो इशू आनी हो गोंयकारा कडेन फकाणां करता. हो रिप्लाय दिता की आपूण हो स्टेटमेंट अमित शाचो स्टेटमेंट शिकतलो आनी मागीर रिप्लाय करतलो म्हणून. म्हाका दिसता हो गोंयकारा कडेन फकाणां करता. हाका जागोवंक जाय, हाका आपोवंक जाय आनी हो जर तातूंत पार्टनर आशिल्लो जाल्यार गोंयचे जनतेक कळपाक जाय. ना जाल्यार ही हावस कमिटी बी गोंयचे जनतेचे दोळ्याक उदक लावपा खातीर एक प्रक्रिया अशें लोक समजत ते.
Citizens protest group on Monday organized a peaceful protest at Vasco opposing the Mahadi water diversion and MPA coal handling. However, when they arrived at the MPA gates, the gates were shut, leaving the citizens frustrated. Activist Abhijit Prabhudesai stated that Mahadi and coal issue plaguing Goa are interconnected. If coal handling in Goa comes to an end, then the Mahadi issue will be resolved. Police and CISF personnel were deployed on site.
म्हादेची लढाई वास्को पर्यंत कित्याक पावला हो प्रश्न तुमचे मुखार आमी ताजो जबाब दितात. आमचो सरकार कोल कंपनीजाचो गुलाम जावन आसा. हें स्पश्ट जाता कित्याक सगळी क्लियरन्सीस, डबल ट्रॅकिंग, सगळे 6B वाडोवपाचें सगळें चालू आसा. म्हणल्यार सरकार कोल कंपनीजाचो गुलाम आसा. आतां म्हादईचें उदक कोणाक वता? म्हादईचें उदक कर्नाटकाचे गव्हर्नमेंटचे वेबसायट पळयलें, सागरमाला प्रोग्राम पळयलो जाल्यार ह्याच कोल कंपनीजाक तें उदक वतलें. आतां तुमी विचारात स्वताक की हांव कोणाचोय गुलाम आसल्यार ताजें उदक म्हज्यान बंद करूंक जाता? म्हज्यान बंद करूंक जावपाक ना. सो पयले सरकाराचो पयलें पावल की कोळसो बंद करचो, तेन्ना ताजी गुलामी कोळशाची बंद जातली आनी तेन्नाच म्हादय ताज्यान साल्वार करून जातले. जेन्ना पर्यंत हो सरकार कोळशाचे कंपनीजाचो गुलाम आसा, हो म्हादय लागून कांयच करपाचो ना. कित्याक ताजो मास्टर, ताजे जे मालक आसा तांकां तें उदक जाय म्हादयचें. आमी झगडटले, म्हादय साल्वार करतले आनी गोंय साल्वार करतले.
गोंयचे जे निसांतान चल्ला हें MPT खातीर चल्ला. आयज सगळे रिवर जे कॅप्चर करपाक सोदता, कितें आमचे दर्या कॅप्चर करपाक सोदता, आमचे जे एनवायरमेंटाचे निसांतान जाता कितें ते हे MPT खातीर जाता. आयज गोंयचो कोळसो एक्सेस हँडलिंग पब्लीक हियरींग घेतले हेंच्यांनी हेंकां परमिशन जें दिलां न्हू, पब्लीक हियरींग EC हेंकां मेळ्ळें. पब्लीक हियरींग खंय हेंचें? आनी जे पयलीं पब्लीक हियरींग जालेलें तेचो रिजल्ट खंय आहा? आयज डेमोक्रेसी काबार करपाक उठल्या. गोंयचे सरकार हेंच्या वांगडा मिलाप आसा आनी पयशांच्या आशे खातीर हे लोक आमची मडी मेजपाक लागले. आयज लोक दुयेंसां सोंसता आयज लोक दुयेंसां सोंसता हेंच्या खातीर. आयज पयर आतां जर म्हादईचो सुद्दां जो इशू जाला, आयज पयर आमच्या होम मिनिस्टरान छाती ठोकून सांगलें म्हादई आमी आनी गोंयच्या सरकारान मेळोन कर्नाटकाक दिली म्हणून. आनी जाय स्टेटमेंट दॅट वॉज अ ब्लॅक डे फॉर गोवा.
Why the gates are to be closed on citizens that are fighting for their rights. Okay, Goa is on the verge of extinction. Goa is being polluted. Yeah, this authority is allowing the pollution by allowing the coal to come. More than double the coal is going to come now. Who's going to be affected? Us, the people. What are they doing? What is the government doing? I want to have a face.
Kiran Borkar for Herald.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.